Hello friends, so I'm here again with my new video on integers, and this time this is adding integers or addition of integers here. So this is Namita Basnotra, Math at Ease, and if you have not subscribed my channel, do now. So let's see. So in this video you will be learning how to add integers, and integers are the positive numbers, negative numbers and a zero in it, or you can also say positive integers, negative integers and a zero also there, which is neither negative nor positive. So we have here plus 4 and then we have plus 7. So this is something like in whole numbers you do 4 plus 7 is 11. You will add simply. This is like this. So now let's look at it. We have minus 4 and minus 7. So first of all, let's take minus 4. So we have this 1. This is negative 2, 3 and 4 negative numbers here. So these are my minus 4, and now I have to add in these minus 4 how much? My minus 7. So let me add that. So I have here 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you see they are all negative? And then 5, 6 and 7. So what do I see? That I have here minus 4 and minus 7, and they're all negative. So the minus minus makes it more minus, right? So first we'll make it more, and they're all minus. So when you stack them all together, so you're making it more. Can you see? It is a higher stack now. And how many more it is? Like we will count. So they will be 7 plus 4, that is 11. But then this is more minus. So in integers, you have to write the sign and the number both. So this is how integers is different than the whole numbers. Here we have to give importance to the sign, but when you have a plus sign here, we can avoid writing plus like I didn't write earlier. If you write plus 11, it is okay. If you write just 11, that is also fine. So you can write 11 also. That works. But especially when you have a negative integer, we represent it by a minus sign. So remember, minus minus is more minus. Okay, it is not plus, it is more minus. Okay. So now with that, let's do the last one, and the last one is minus 2. So I will bring my minus 2 here and see what happens. So these are my minus 2. Okay, can you see 1 and 2? I have to bring plus 5 here, so I'll bring my plus also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So when you have minus 2 and plus 5, so you have more negative and positive both the numbers here. So in that we know that minus 1 and plus 1 becomes 0, right? If it's so, in that case, or you may have done like this, 1 minus 1 is equal to 0, right? So what we will do is that we will take 1 plus and 1 minus and cancel it. Cancel it. Again 1 plus and 1 minus, cancel it. So what is left? We're left with 1, 2 and 3. So we have 3, but which 3? Plus 3. So our answers will be plus 3, right? So that means, how do we do it? So minus 2 I have shown you by the faces, the sad faces here, and I have 5 happy faces here. So in integers we cancel the effect by cancelling 1 plus and 1 minus. Again we have here 1 minus and 1 plus. What are we left with? 1, 2, 3. So that is plus 3. So remember that if you have in addition a plus and a plus, so your answer will be, yes, more plus. Okay, you will add and you will put a plus sign there. Okay, or when you have a minus and a minus, so this is more minus, so you just add it, make it more, and then put a minus sign there. But when you have a plus and a minus, then you have to make it less by subtracting it. Okay, and which sign will you put? The sign will be the one, the number which is greater. If it is a positive number which is greater, you will put a plus sign. And if it is a negative number which is greater, you will put a negative sign. So the first thing you have to do is you subtract these two just by looking at the numbers. I have here 1 minus and I have a plus, negative and positive numbers together. So what will I do? I will simply subtract, make it less first. So I will do 5 minus 2, that is 3, and I will see which number is bigger. Is it the positive or the negative? So I saw the positive is bigger, so I'll put plus sign there. We'll try to do everything in mind, looking at the simple tricks that I've told you. So here we have a plus sign and a plus sign. So they are the same signs, so it will become more plus, right? So more positivity here. So I will write here 5 plus 4 is 9 and a plus sign there, right? And here we have a negative sign and a negative sign. So it's more negativity. It's getting more negative. So let's make it more. 7 plus 2 is 9 and the sign is negative. It is more negative, right? And let's look at it. We have here plus, plus, plus. Okay, so they're all positive integers. So I'll put 3 plus 2. I will add them. That is 5 and 5 plus 5 is 10. So my answer is 10. You can write 10 or you can also write plus 10. Up to you. But then look at the next one. I have a negative number, again a negative number, and then again a negative number. This is more negative. So we have to add all of them and then make it negative. So 6 plus 2 is 8 and 8 plus 5 is 13. Yes, and don't forget it's more negative. So I have to put a sign there. Now I have a different question where you have a positive sign and a negative sign. Remember we cancel in this. So when you have different signs, when you're dealing with a positive integer and a negative integer, then you subtract. Okay. So we will simply subtract. We'll avoid the signs here and you just subtract without looking at the signs. I'm hiding it. So you have 7 and 3. 7 and the other number, let's say, is 3. So you will subtract 7 minus 3 is 4. Do that. And after that, which integer is more? Is it a positive integer which is greater or a negative integer which is greater? Here I can see that it's a positive integer which is greater, so my answer will be plus 7. So this one is the same, I can see. So let's avoid that and let's do the last one, and the last one is here. Okay, that's a combination of so many integers, positive, negative. When you get numbers like this, positive and negative together, the best idea is that you should first bring all the positive numbers on one side and all the negative numbers on the other. So let me do that. So I have this here plus 2 and then I have again plus, and this is plus 4, right? You want to show it in the bracket, you can show it in the bracket like this. Okay, so we do that and then I will write plus and then I have minus 3 and there's another negative integer here, minus 5. Okay, I have done that. And now first I will be adding the two positive integers to make them more positive. So this becomes plus 6, right? So this is my, I'll write it here, plus 6. And this becomes more negative, and which becomes plus, and which is plus is this one, right? And now I am making it more negative. To make it more, I will add, that is 8 and minus 8. Okay, so now I have a positive integer and a negative integer. They're different, and when you have both the integers together, positive and negative, then we subtract. And for subtracting, I told you, you just subtract straight first. So 8 minus 6 is 2, right? And then see, majority wins. So here we have plus positive integer which is smaller and we have a negative integer which is greater. So we'll get the sign of a negative integer here. Adding integers is this simple. So friends, this is Namita Basnotra, Maths. If you like this video, press like and subscribe, and don't forget to share with your friends because sharing is caring.